So we're obviously in a recession, deep recession, coming out of it. Good job numbers the last couple of months. What do you see going forward that the federal government needs to do to get the economy going back to where it was, and also paying off this massive debt we've incurred due to the COVID virus that came from China?
Yeah, and that's a great way of framing it. Well, we've got to get back to work. We must reopen our economy. That's really the first thing. And then we need to start looking seriously at what our vulnerabilities have been in our economy. This is one of these shocks that should make it clear that we are vulnerable throughout our economy, in particular in these critical manufacturing areas and in our supply chain. So we need to secure our supply chains, and then, as we talked about previously, we need to make sure that we're incentivizing companies to bring manufacturing back to the United States of America, and we have to take that seriously. So we need to open up, secure our supply chains, and bring back our manufacturing jobs. Now, as far as what people in my district are concerned about, they just want to be able to earn a living again and go back to work. And I think that is something that is more and more of us throughout the country should have that opportunity to do, regardless of the, even despite what's going on with the coronavirus. Now, as far as this virus that, and paying off and this massive debt that we're incurring, that is going to, the way that we get out of that hole is by earning our way out of the hole. But we also need to control our spending. And our country historically has not had a revenue issue, it's a spending issue. And so we need to start taking things seriously, like mandatory spending, Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. 70% of our budget, or approaching 70% of our budget, that increases at a higher and higher rate every single year. We need to hold that rate of increased spending constant, and that will be a significant step towards getting us to a balanced budget, which before the Corona Wuhan virus descended upon us and we added multiple trillions of dollars to our balance sheet, there were credible numbers coming out of a number of organizations that said, hey, if we control our rate of spending, we would be able to balance our budget within a decade and a half, within 15 years. Now, that horizon may be a bit farther out, especially now after everything, after all the spending. But I do believe that that is a step that we need to take, and would start righting our ship.
It seems like every sector in the private economy is going, we've never dealt with this before. We've had to make tough decisions that we didn't think we'd have to make. So I think there's more of an opportunity to say, here are some aspects of the federal government we could do a lot better, and we can make this decision real quick because we have this moment. And I think we've lost that moment. But I would encourage anyone in the policy sphere that you'll remain in, I'm sure, regardless of the outcome of this nomination fight Saturday, to look at that a little bit better, because we can make some sudden moves that we had thought otherwise not possible, given where we are. There's dire situations call for an immediate response that otherwise we would not get to.